இந்த மகிழ்ச்சியானது நாளுக்காக நாங்கள் நன்றி கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். கண்டவைகள் காணாதவைகள் அனைத்தையும் கிடைத்த கடவுள் இந்த உறுதியான நம்பிக்கையோடு ஆனவே நம்முடைய திருமணிலே எங்களுடைய பள்ளி பிள்ளைகள் தங்களுடைய எண்ணங்களையும் தங்களுடைய அறிவு திறன்களையும் விரிவுபடுத்த வேண்டும் என்கின்ற உன்னதமான நோக்கத்தோடு எங்களுடைய பள்ளியிலே இன்றைக்கு திறக்கப்படுகின்ற ஸ்பேஸ் லேபுக்காக நன்றி படைக்கின்றோம். கர்த்தாவே, அதே ஒரு புதிய வழிகாட்டுதலாகவும் அவருடைய உள்ள அறிவு கண்கள் விசாலமாகவும் ஆண்டவர் இதன் வழியாக அறிவிக்க வேண்டும் என்று என்னுடைய திருமணிலே நம்ம கொண்டாடி கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றோம். கர்த்தாவே, நம்முடைய பெயருக்கு வாழ்ச்சியாகவும் எங்களுடைய பிள்ளைகளுக்கு ஆசீர்வாதமாக இருக்கத்தக்கதாக ஜெபத்தோடு நாங்கள் இதை தொடர்ந்து வைக்கின்றோம். கர்த்தாவே, அதற்குள்ளே வருகின்ற பிள்ளைகள் தங்களுடைய எண்ணங்களை இன்னும் வளர்த்து கொள்ளவும் தங்களுடைய சிந்தனைகளை ஆழப்படுத்தவும் உயர்வான எண்ணங்களை பெற்று தங்களுடைய வாழ்க்கையில் ஒரு புதிய பரிணாமத்தை நோக்கி அவர்கள் தங்களுடைய கல்வியை எடுத்து செல்லவும் கர்த்தர்களுடைய குறிப்புகளை தாழும் ஒரு சிறந்த பள்ளியாக இதன் மூலமாக இது வெளிக்கொணரப்பட கர்த்தர் செய்கிறார்கள். அந்த நேரத்திலும் எங்களோடு கூட இருப்பதற்கான செலுத்தினோம் சகலத்தின் நேர்த்தியாய் நடத்தினார். இயேசு கிறிஸ்துவின் வழியாய் வேண்டிக் கொள்கின்றோம். அன்பின் தந்தையே.
ஷாடோ வந்து ஃபாலோ ஆகும். இதில் வந்து ரீடிங்ஸ் ரீடிங்ஸ் சன் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்லி ஆங்கிள் இருக்கும். சன் எக்ஸாக்டாக அந்த ஷாடோ வந்து போடணும். சண்டேல எஸ் வி ஹேவ் மினி மாடல் ஆல்சோ ஒர்க்கிங் மினி மாடல் அது சண்டேல இருக்கும்.
We are so thankful to be here today to open this new space lab. Thank you for the endless time and for the part of us that wants to learn and teach us. Please bless this space lab as a special place for learning. The young minds will be filled with wonder and will be inspired to read for the songs. Guide our students and teachers with your good sense. May they learn with the humble heart, seeing the great order and beauty of the world you have made. Give them the cleverness to find new truths and the strength to keep trying when they are knowledge, and find that we use not for users, but to help all people and to take good care of our planet. Let this lab be a place for new ideas, discoveries, and teamwork. We say this place with hope and thanks as we begin this amazing journey of discovery. We pray in the Lord Jesus' name. Thank you.
Thank you, Ella. Right song is not will.
Psalm 150 verses 1 to 5. Praise the Lord, praise God in His sanctuary, praise Him in His mighty firmament, praise Him for His mighty acts, praise Him according to His excellent greatness, praise Him with the sound of the trumpet, praise Him with the lute and harp, praise Him with the timbrel and dance, praise Him with string instruments and flutes, praise Him with loud cymbals, praise Him with clashing cymbals. Amen.
And to thank our special guests and parents. I kindly invite our principal, Mr. Jagannathan, to address the gathering.
Very happy morning to one and all gathered here. On behalf of Victoria CBSE, it gives me immense pleasure and joy to extend a warm welcome to all who have gathered here for this remarkable occasion, the inauguration of Khagolshala Space Lab. This is indeed a milestone moment in our school's journey of nurturing scientific spirit, creativity, and innovation among our students. We are greatly honored by the presence of our distinguished chief guest, Mrs. Deepa K.S., Group Head, ISRO Propulsion Complex, Mahindra. Welcome you, ma'am. Mr. Velmurugan K, Scientist Engineer, ISRO Propulsion Complex, Mahendragiri. Welcome you, sir. The field of space science inspire our young learners to aim high and dream bigger. It's my pleasure to extend a very special welcome to Mr. D. Einstein, Propaganda Secretary, Tamil Nadu Private School Association, whose encouragement and support towards educational initiatives always motivate our school to reach greater heights. Welcome you, sir. I also warmly welcome the dedicated team of Space India, Mr. Ranjit Kumar, Ms. Chandrika, Ms. Priyadarshini, for their valuable role in making this Space Lab a reality for our students. Welcome you all. Finally, I extend my heartfelt welcome to my dear colleagues, supportive parents, our enthusiastic students, the true beneficiaries of this initiative. This lab is not just an installation of instruments, it is the beginning of a journey into exploration, discovery and innovation. Once again, I welcome you all to this historic occasion and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Mr. M.D. Einstein, State Propaganda Secretary, Tamil Nadu Private School. Miss D. Priyadarshini, Team Lead South. Miss P.R. Gauri Priya, Educator. Will Sebastian, Educator. Mr. Ranjit to present a memento to our chief guest, Mr. Velmurugan. M.D. Einstein, sir.
Good morning to respected principal of Victoria School of CBSE, Mr. Einstein sir, association in charge, and Sri Velmurugan and other dignitaries of Space India on the dais, and teachers of this school and my dear students. A very good morning to all. Are you able to hear? So, it gives me really an immense pleasure to be here on the occasion of inauguration of this Space Lab. So I also found to be, along with you guys, that is young kids who are assembled here. So it gives me very pleasure in front of you standing and to share some of the space experiences what we had and the achievements we could get. So today I feel as though I am not just speaking to the students but also to the people who are going to be future scientists or engineers or doctors or even astronauts of the future nation of India. So do you agree to that? So what do you want to be and what's your dream? You want to be what? Can someone answer? So our space journey doesn't just like that started. From years back it has started with a humble beginning. That is, if you see our first rocket launches starts with the humble launch from Tumba, even carrying that satellite or the payload rockets through a bicycle. And today we have reached to very greater heights. So we have even proved that we are capable of landing to moon. That is, the recent Chandrayaan 3 mission have demonstrated the capability of India by ISRO to land at the, where we have landed. Anyone could tell? So Shiva Shakti Point, all you know, you have heard that Shiva Shakti Point, the name where we have landed, it was named, and that day we were celebrating as the National Space Day. So that is the great achievement. India could first nation land on the south pole of the moon, and no other country has still landed at that location. So that is the credit what India could get. And many more achievements like that we have it. We have the Mangalyaan, which made us India to tell that is the first country to reach Mars at the first attempt itself. So we are the first country where we had landed at Mars in the first attempt. And also we have sent satellites to make experiments to study about the suns, that is the Aditya. So these are all some of the prestigious missions what we have it. And further we have many more programs like this, that is the Gaganyaan program. So where we are planning to send our Indian astronauts to the space. So someone might have already heard, regarding the recent mission Axiom, where our Indian astronaut, who is the Indian astronaut gone recently to the International Space Station? Any idea? Shubhanshu Shukla. So you people might have heard, Shubhanshu Shukla. He is the Indian astronaut trained by ISRO, and he have gone to the International Space Station and returned back safely. So you guys also may be dreaming like to become an astronaut. Is it so? Yes, na? Maybe many people may be dreaming like you also want to go either like an astronaut or you want to concentrate on space science. So space science is not only becoming an astronaut. It is like many things are there. Even you can be an engineer. Then also you can concentrate in the space science. That is by developing rockets, by designing satellites. You can be part of the space science. And it's not only the engineers, even the doctors. They can contribute by contributing to the space medicine or studying about the humans when they are in space, what will be the impact. So doctors also can contribute. And many more like that, data analytics, even the computer students, they will be also able to contribute to study the big data, whatever we are getting it from the satellite. So the space science doesn't limit only to astronaut or the scientist or the engineers. All fields of your STEM, that is science, technological, and engineering and mathematics. So whichever field you take, you will be able to definitely concentrate on the space science. So you can think of any of the area where you are interested and you will be able to excel in that field. So today I am very glad when I am looking on the lab, that is the space lab, whatever the management has shown lot of interest to ignite the young minds of this school, to provide an enthusiasm or to create motivation, or so that you will be also innovate something in the area of the space science. So really, I thank the management for providing an opportunity for you students to excel in the area of the space science, so that you will be also innovatively thinking to create some of the space related models. It is not very big or small models. Whichever thing you create it, or if it is able to ignite your minds, that is a great achievement for you people and for the management. So really I thank the management also for the initiative they have taken to develop such a lab. And I could see lot of high-end telescopes and which you can see even the celestial bodies. So astrophysics, that is also one of the area. Whoever not interested even in engineering, if they are interested in the physics, science, they will be having an opportunity to look on the celestial bodies and see impact of the celestial bodies on the universe. So there are a lot of telescopes and observatory related things in your lab. You people can utilize that also. So students, this innovation just like that doesn't mean you will be able to do only big things or great things. Even the day-to-day activities, whatever you are doing it, or if something you will be able to benefit for the common man in India, if you are able to do it, then that itself is a great achievement. So anybody can tell like what ISRO is doing, like are we servicing to the nation, or are we looking for the benefit of the common man? Any idea? So we also used to do service for the mankind. That is the vision of our visionary like Vikram Sarabhai. So for the common man we used to do benefits. That is through satellites. We used to do lot of services by providing even tele-education, telemedicine or disaster warning. Like that lot of things we used to do it. So you people also can think how to build this nation by innovatively doing some of the things. It can be either a clean energy or pure water you can provide it. Good infrastructures you can develop for the nation. So you are the backbone of the future nation. So you people has to think of always serving the nation, and based on that, whatever the things you are learning in STEM, you should be able to contribute. Is it not? Do you agree to that? So please remember that 3 key points, whatever you wanted, that is for the success, you have to remember like 3 points. One is like hard work. So without hard work, success is not at all possible. So there is no shortcut for the hard work. So you have to work hard so that success will be always with you. And you have to dream big. So if you dream big, you know, then your hearts will be moving like to do that activity. So you have to dream big. And you have to think of a serving mentality for the nation, so that you will be able to uplift the society and you can be able to do wonders in the society. So the Space Lab exhibition is the beginning of only your small beginning of the journey, but it is not limited to that. So you can learn, experiment, and you have to question within yourself what to do and how to do. So these 2 questions, what to do and how to do, really will make you progress to go towards any of the innovations. So all you students, please, within yourselves, you ask why, how, what. So great scientists and all used to ask within themselves like that. Even Newton used to ask, so why this apple is falling down? Then he could invent, you know, or discover like what is gravity. Like that only many people used to think and contribute for the nation. Even Dr. Kalam sir, who is called as the missile man of India and later became the president. So he has done lot for the defense sector as well as the ISRO. So he was a small boy selling newspapers in the coastal side of Rameshwaram, and later he have become president of India. So you all guys also have that capability And you should be also able to think differently and innovatively and do something for the common people in India. Are you ready to do? So it is not only for serving of the country, and there are many opportunities to serve the country through different areas. Maybe in ISRO also you will be getting lot of opportunities in the form of, when you grow up, you have an opportunity to join our institute like IAST, where peoples will be taken for the engineering as well as the science graduations. And there are opportunities to do some projects in our organization. There are many respond programs, and you can even contribute through some startups. Or you kids, whoever is there, you know, Mahendragiri is nearby only. Our ISRO center is nearby only. You can come and visit our museums. Their museums are there. So you can come and visit, and you can get enlightened what are all the rocket modules are, what we are doing it. I am just telling in a periphery only. So you can come and have a visit of our facilities, whatever available. So I want to thank our management, that is our director Azir Pakyaraj sir, as well as our ISSC chairman Shivakumar sir, for giving us an opportunity to come over here and to be in front of you and tell some thoughts of the Space Science Lab and igniting your minds so that in future you will be also able to contribute for the nation. So I thank them, and also I take the opportunity to thank the management of this school for establishing such a wonderful space lab and inaugurating for the students, considering their future benefits. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of motivation. I now kindly welcome Mr. K. Veyu.
Respected Principal, Vice Principal, Ensign Sir, Deepa ma'am, and the team who built a very wonderful lab, a space lab. Teachers and students, a very warm good morning to all of you. So today is a wonderful day. We have a very wonderful space lab in your campus. So just now we have opened, and it is open to you all students. It's a very, very nicely by the team. Kudos to the team. The team really they have worked for the benefit of students. Thought what are the requirements, and they have brought all the equipments, all the necessary equipments what lab should have. So here, thank you for the opportunity, first of all. And I will tell you only, our Deepa ma'am had told about ISRO and the importance of space science and space education. And I will tell you only 3 stories, and then I will wind up and you can visit the space lab. The first one is a humble beginning. See, it was in 1957, the first artificial man-made object which has been sent to space. So what is that satellite name? What is the artificial satellite? Can you students tell? Yeah, they know. Yeah, students? It was sent to space by the country USSR, Russia. So what is the first artificial satellite? The name starts with S. Yes? Sputnik, yeah, very good. So, yeah, claps. So that was the first artificial man-made object which has been sent to space, okay. So then onwards, space race started. So, you know who is the program? Who is the father of Indian space program? Yeah, Vikram Sarabhai, yes. So Vikram Sarabhai, he has the vision. So it was the time in 1960s when Vikram Sarabhai, the great visionary, he was having a vision of the Viksit Bharat. So our country also should have the space technology. And when it is not about joining the space race, but he was thinking in the way that how the space technology can be used for the benefit of common man. And you know, in the 1960s, no?
So our country was only a developing country. We got just the independence, and then when the country is struggling with issues like poverty, food security, and all that, and it was in that time, 1960s, Vikram Sarabhai, he found a place near Trivandrum. It was a coastal village, and the place was called Tumba. So from there, we always say that it is a humble beginning, because our Indian space program started from that place. The place was good, but there was no infrastructure. So he built up the infrastructure in the coastal village. So there was one church. Can anyone tell the name of the church in Tumba? St. Magdalene's Church. So it was the first rocket lab. So now we have a space lab here. But the first a rocket lab in India was set up in that church. And the bishop's office was the office room of Sarabhai. And the first rocket which was sent to space from Indian soil was in the year 1963. It was a French rocket. Can anyone tell the name of the rocket? The name starts with N. Nike Apache. So it is the first rocket which has launched from the Indian soil. It was in 1963 from the place Tumba. So Tumba is that place is very important in space of in respect of the near to the equator and also the magnetic center. So from there, the rocket components were carried only, as Madam told, the rocket components were carried only in bicycles. There were only bullock carts to transfer the rocket parts. So then it was launched from that small village. So then 1969 ISRO was formed. Those rockets were called sounding rockets to study the atmosphere. So from there we started. Now ISRO is one of the respected space nations of the country, of all the countries in the world, the 5th largest country in the space nation. So we must be proud of, right? And we have many records, like in our first attempt we reached the Mars orbit. What is the mission name? For Mangalyaan, yeah. So in the Mangalyaan mission, we were the first country to have a success in the first attempt. And similarly, we, as Madam told, we landed in the far side of the moon, which is unexplored. And similarly, we have many records, like more than 100 satellites in one rocket. So that was also first time done by us. And recently, we have our Subman Shukla. He visited the International Space Station. And soon we are sending our humans to space also. What is the mission name? The name starts with G. What is the name? The name of Indians' mission to send Gaganyaan. Yeah, correct. So Gaganyaan is the mission name. So to send a human to space, we should have the technologies like rockets. The humans has to go to space and come back very safely. Okay. So all the technologies we are building. So from a humble start, now we are going towards becoming a pioneer in the space exploration. Okay. So for that, the contributions, whatever made by our seniors, the present generation, and also the future generation, you all have to play your part and give the nation a good name in the arena of globe. Okay. So that was the first thing. Second one. The second story is helium by accident. Just wanted to share a story of how this helium is discovered. So helium is a gas, right? Okay. Most of you know, and mostly I think physics and chemistry teachers must know this story. So it was in the 19th century. So there was a French astronomer. He was looking, he came to India because there was a solar eclipse, a day of solar eclipse, which can be observed from India in a place called Guntur near Andhra. So here I would like to tell you about two main instruments. You know how, see, we know moon is here, okay, the phases of moon. We know that 8 planets in the solar, 8 or 9, how many planets are in the solar system? 8. When I am in school, I was taught 9 planets in the solar system. So what happened to the one extra? Who is that? Pluto. So what happened to Pluto? Pluto is now considered as a dwarf planet. So this is how our understanding of universe, okay, every day our understanding of universe is developing, right? So we are learning new objects in space. It is because of this main one instrument. What is that instrument? What is the instrument? Telescope. Yeah. So that is one instrument. And one more instrument which is also plays an important role it plays. It is available in your physics lab. Can you tell that instrument? +1, +2 students. That instrument starts, the name starts with S. Correct. Who told? Spectrometer. Very good. Claps. See, telescope and spectrometer. So coming to the story, so this astronomer, he came with the telescope and a spectrometer. So he was looking after, just after the few minutes of eclipse, he was observing the light rays coming from the sun's chromosphere, and when he was actually seeing the element called sodium. It was, yeah, sodium and hydrogen. But suddenly there was a bright yellow line, because you know the spectrometer, it splits the light, correct? What is the purpose of a spectrometer? It splits the light, and based on the frequency we can observe and based on the elements we can find. So a bright line came and he was astonished. At the same time, there was another one scientist in England also seeing, not in the solar eclipse time, but he was also seeing a spectrum of a gas. That gas is like a unique, and it was also bright yellow. So finally, so these two people, when the research came together, it was then found out like it's a gas, a new gas that is called helium. So this is how some things were discovered by accident. Similarly, many discoveries have come. It is only because of the observations made using the instruments, telescopes, spectrometers. So it was in the 19th century. Now we have telescopes in space, correct? Can anyone tell some name of the telescopes which is in space? Name of a space telescope. The name starts with H. Yeah? Hubble telescope. And one more, can you tell? Yeah, James Webb telescope. So now we have telescopes in the space. We don't have the distraction from the atmosphere, so we can see further. Okay. So that leads to the third story. The third story is sky is not the limit. Okay. Sky is not the limit. So now we have telescopes in space, and we can see farther and farther. And very recently, two recent discoveries. First one is this James Webb telescope has captured a galaxy. That galaxy is the farthest galaxy, and they are telling it is 14.7 billion light years distance, that distance. So that is the distance, that is the time when what happened, how the universe formed. What is the theory which says that how universe forms? The theory starts with, correct, Big Bang theory. So the Big Bang happened how many years back? How many years back? Yeah, the same light year. So now we have seen a galaxy which is that much farther. And one more discovery by this James Webb telescope. See, whenever we are doing space exploration, we should, mostly our humans' tendency is to see whether an Earth-like object is there in space. Correct? Correct, no? So Earth is one habitable planet. But in future, no? So our human tendency is what will happen to Earth. You know what happened to dinosaurs? What happened to dinosaurs? How they got extinct? What people tell? Something has fallen on Earth, right? What is it? An asteroid came and some happened. Earth has gotten damage to the Earth. So all this. So when you think about this, people will always look, astronomers will always look like whether any Earth-like habitat is there. Now this James Webb telescope has found an exoplanet. They name as Super Earth. What is the name? Super Earth. So the Super Earth is just in the size, it is above the size of larger than our Earth, but little smaller than Neptune. Okay, so a super Earth is found. So how it is found? It is very recently, 2024, last year. So our understanding about the universe is expanding, and it is now we are better and better. It is because of the instruments. So now in your lab, you have the basic instrument, the telescope, the little advanced, the next level of telescope, then all the ranges of telescopes. And these not only these telescopes, we have seen the information panels, all the satellite constellations, star constellations, how star birth, death of the star. So all these are available in your space lab. So my only request is the students to make use of this space lab and learn more. And if you are interested in that subject, of course your basic subject is very important. You should score high marks in your subject and curriculum in the +2, in the public exams. You should always prepare for the JEE entrance exams. So it will take you to the doors. But after that, when you pursue your career, when you proceed in your career, and when you have the interest in the space science area, as Madam told, you have one opportunity to join IIST in the Trivandrum, that Indian Institute of Space and Technology, and also many institutions where you can join and become engineers. You can also join as doctors. See, in ISRO and in Department of Space and Space Technology, all the disciplines, there are vacancies. People are getting recruited for their own skills. Even we have doctors to study what will happen to humans when they go to space. So we have a mission specialist, mission analysis team, which have mathematicians, and the team which is having mechanical engineers, chemical engineers for propellant research. We have electronics engineers for making our control electronics, where the rocket goes, to track the objects. We have physicians, physics department team. So we have all the multidisciplinary. Computer science team is there to process the images taken by the satellites. You know, remote sensing, no? So we have a full team is there. So you have excellent opportunities to pursue the space area, space technology, which is the future. And very near to you, in one place called, there is a place near to this area where there is a launch pad is coming. And you know the place. You know the place, no? What is the name? What is the particular place where a launch pad is getting constructed? Yeah, the name starts with K. Kulasegarapatnam, yes. So this area is going to get developed because of the space-related activities, and you have a space lab here. This is a wonderful concurrent, and it is coming together. So as the +1, +2 students and also the 10 students, I only request you to make use of the opportunities, make use the school life very beneficial. By the management is also helping for that. And I once again thank you for this opportunity. Jai Hind.
Private School Association. Over to you, sir.
கிறிஸ்துவுக்குள் எனக்கு அன்பான சகோதர சகோதரிகளே, மகிழ்ச்சியான வரலாற்று சிறப்புமிக்க இந்த இனிய நாளில் மிக பெரிய கனவு திட்டமாக தென்னிந்திய திருச்சபை தூத்துக்குடி ஆசிரியர் திருமண்டலத்தின் சார்பாக நடைபெற்றுக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற விக்டோரியா பள்ளி CBSEயில் தென் தமிழகத்திலேயே முதலாவதாக ஒரு விண்வெளி ஆய்வுக்கூடத்தை இங்கே நிறுவி அதனுடைய துவக்க விழாவாக நடைபெற்றுக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற இந்த விழாவிலே சிறப்பு விருந்தினராக கலந்து கொண்டு ஆய்வுக்கூடத்தை திறந்து வைத்து சிறப்பு செய்திருக்கின்ற அருமைக்குரிய சகோதரி தீபா அவர்களே, அருமைக்குரிய சகோதரர் வேல்முருகன் அவர்களே, இந்த விழாவிலே உங்களை எல்லாம் வரவேற்று சிறப்பு செய்திருக்கின்ற அருமைக்குரிய சகோதரர் பள்ளியினுடைய முதல்வர் அவர்களே, எனக்கு பின்னால் உங்கள் மத்தியிலே நன்றியுரை நல்க இருக்கின்ற பள்ளியினுடைய துணை முதல்வர் அவர்களே, கடந்த செப்டம்பர் மாதம் ஓராண்டுக்கு முன்னால் இந்த திட்டத்தை நிறைவேற்ற வேண்டும் என்று தாளாளராக செயல்பட்டு சிறப்பு செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்ற நேரத்தில் அருமைக்குரிய ரவிச்சந்திரிகா அவர்கள் சென்னையிலே இருந்து இங்கே வருகிறது என்னோடும் முதல்வரோடும் கலந்து பேசினார்கள். ஆகவே ஓராண்டாக இந்த திட்டம் இன்றைக்கு இது நிறைவேற்றப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. தமிழகத்தில் நான் இப்பொழுது ரவிச்சந்திராவிடத்தில் கேட்டேன், இந்தியாவிலேயே ஒரு 40 பள்ளிகளில் மட்டுமே, அதுவும் தென் தமிழகத்தில் முதல் பள்ளியாக நம்முடைய பள்ளி இன்றைக்கு இந்த ஆய்வுக்கூடத்தை திறந்திருக்கிறோம் என்று சொன்னால் உள்ளபடியே நாம் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைய வேண்டும். அதற்கு உறுதுணையாக இருந்த அந்த குழுவினுடைய பொறுப்பாளர் அருமைக்குரிய ரவிச்சந்திரிகா அவர்களையும், அருமை சகோதரர் ரஞ்சித் அவர்களையும், அருமை சகோதரி பிரியதர்ஷினி அவர்களையும், பஞ்சாபிலிருந்து வருகின்றிருக்கின்ற மந்தன் காந்தி உள்ளிட்ட ஆசிரியர்கள், பெற்றோர்கள், அன்பிற்குரிய மாணவ மாணவிகள் அத்துணை பேரையும் இந்த மகிழ்ச்சியான நாளில் மகிழ்ச்சியோடு வரவேற்கிறேன். துவக்கம் அற்பமாக இருந்தாலும் முடிவு சம்பூரணமாக இருக்கும் என்று சொல்லி துவக்கி வைத்ததை சம்பூரணமாக நிறைவு செய்வதற்காக இறைவன் அழைத்திருக்கிறார் என்பதை எண்ணி நான் பேருகை அடைகிறேன். காரணம், மறுபடியுமாக இந்த மேடையிலே ஜீவனுள்ள தேவன் இங்கே நிலைநிறுத்துவதற்காக அழைக்கப்பட்டவர்கள் அநேகர், ஆனால் தெரிந்து கொள்ளப்பட்டவர்கள் சிலர் என்று பரிசுத்த வேதாகமும் சொல்கின்றது. ஆகவே தெரிந்து கொள்ளப்பட்டவனாக மறுபடியும் இந்த அரங்கத்திலே எல்லோரையும் சந்திக்கின்ற வாய்ப்பை கொடுத்த இறைவனை சொல்லி இன்றைக்கு தூத்துக்குடி ஆசிரியர் திருமண்டலத்தினுடைய நிர்வாக செயலாளராக பொறுப்பேற்றிருக்கின்ற அருமை சகோதரர் நீகர் பிரின்ஸ் கிப்சன் அவருடைய வாழ்த்துதலோடும், எங்களுடைய பொறுப்பு பேராயர் ராயல் சீமா டயசிஸினுடைய பேராயர் அருமைக்குரிய மகாகணம் ஐசக் வரப்பிரசாத் அவருடைய வாழ்த்துதலோடும் வேண்டுதலோடும், எங்களுடைய திருமண்டலத்தினுடைய ஆணிவராக செயல்படுகின்ற அருமை சகோதரர் பிரேம்குமார் ராஜாசிங் அவருடைய வாழ்த்துதலோடும் நானும் இணைந்து அந்த முப்பெரும் ஆளுமைகளுடைய வாழ்த்துதலோடு இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை வாழ்த்துவதிலே நான் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். எனக்கு முன்னால் பேசிய அருமைக்குரிய சகோதரி ரோகிணி அவர்களும் வேல்முருகன் அவர்களும் இந்த திட்டத்தினுடைய பயன்பாடுகள் இது எந்த அளவிற்கு மாணவ செல்வங்களுக்கு பயன்பெறும் என்று சொல்லி பல்வேறு நிலைகளை எடுத்து வைத்தார்கள். இங்கே 1வது வகுப்பு முதல் 9வது வகுப்பு வரை மாணவர்கள் ராக்கெட் எப்படி செய்யப்படுகிறது, அது எப்படி விண்வெளிக்கு ஏவப்படுகிறது, விண்வெளியிலே என்னென்ன நிலைப்பாடுகள் இருக்கிறது என்பதையெல்லாம் அவர்கள் 1வது வகுப்பு முதல் 9வது வகுப்பு வரை கற்றுக்கொள்கின்ற பாக்கியத்தை இந்த பள்ளியிலே பயிலுகின்ற மாணவர்களுக்கு இறைவன் கொடுத்திருக்கிறார் என்பதை எண்ணி நான் இறைவனுக்கு நன்றி சொல்கிறேன். ஆகவே தான் அழைக்கப்பட்டவர்கள் அநேகர், தெரிந்து கொள்ளப்பட்டவர் சிலர் என்று சொன்னேன். தெரிந்து கொள்ளப்பட்டவர்களாக 675 மாணவர்கள் இந்த கல்வியாண்டிலே நீங்கள் இங்கே கல்வி கற்கிறீர்கள் சொன்னால் உண்மையிலேயே நீங்கள் இறைவனுக்கு நன்றி சொல்ல வேண்டும். காரணம், தமிழகத்திலேயே முதல் பள்ளியாக இன்றைக்கு விக்டோரியா பள்ளி CBSE இந்த ஆய்வுக்கூடத்தை நிர்வகிக்கிறது. ஆய்வுக்கூடம் பிரம்மாண்டமாக அமைக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. ஆகவே இன்றைக்கு மாணவர்கள் மட்டுமல்லாது இந்த பாக்கியம் இங்கே 10வது வகுப்பு 11வது வகுப்பு 12வது வகுப்பு படிக்கின்ற மாணவர்களுக்கு கிடைக்கவில்லை. ஆனாலும் கூட அவர்கள் இதை பெருமையாக எடுத்துக்கொண்டு தங்களுடைய வாழ்நாளில் தங்களுடைய இளைய சகோதரர்கள் இதை கல்வி கற்கின்றார்கள், நமக்கு கிடைக்காத பாக்கியம் இவர்களுக்கு கிடைத்தது என்பதை எண்ணி இறைவனுக்கு நன்றி சொல்லி பெற்றோர்களும் இதோடு இணைந்து இந்த கல்வியாண்டு வருகின்ற பொழுது 25-27 கல்வியாண்டு இன்றைக்கி நிறைவு ஆகிக் கொண்டிருக்கின்றது. வருகின்ற கல்வியாண்டில் இங்கே நான் பெற்றோர்களை அன்போடு கேட்டுக்கொள்வதெல்லாம், இந்த மகிமையை, இந்த சிறப்பை நீங்கள் ஒவ்வொருவரும் வெளியிடங்களுக்கு எடுத்து செல்லுங்கள். எங்களுடைய பள்ளியில்தான் விண்வெளி ஆய்வுக்கூடம் இருக்கிறது என்பதை எடுத்து சென்று வருகின்ற 26-27 கல்வியாண்டிலே 1000 மாணவர்களை எட்டுகின்ற சூழ்நிலையை இங்கே படிக்கின்ற மாணவர்களும், இங்கே இருந்து வெளியே செல்ல போகின்ற மாணவர்களும், வெளியே சென்ற மாணவர்களும் பெற்றோர்களும் இணைந்து பணியாற்றுவார் என்று சொன்னால் இன்னும் பல்வேறு சிறப்புகளை இந்த தூத்துக்குடி ஆசிரியர் திருமண்டலம் இந்த பள்ளிக்கு செய்வதற்கு காத்திருக்கிறது என்பதை இந்த நேரத்திலே சொல்லி, அந்த ஆய்வுக்கூடம் மட்டுமல்ல, இந்த 4 ஆய்வுக்கூடங்களும் இங்கே புதுப்பிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கின்றது. அதையும் கடந்த காலங்களிலே திட்டமிட்டோம். இன்னும் பல்வேறு திட்டங்களை இந்த திருமண்டலம் உங்களுக்கு வைத்திருக்கிறது. ஆகவே மிகப்பெரிய சிறப்பான பள்ளியாக, தமிழகத்திலே முதன்மையான பள்ளியாக இந்த பள்ளி வளர வேண்டும். அதற்கு நீங்கள் ஒத்துழைக்க வேண்டும். ஆகவே இந்த முப்பெரும் ஆளுமைகளோடு மீண்டும் உங்களையெல்லாம் வாழ்த்தி தெரிந்து கொள்ளப்பட்டவனாக வருகின்றதோடு மட்டுமல்லாமல் உங்களையும் நீங்களும் இறைவனுடைய அருளால் நீங்கள் தெரிந்து கொள்ளப்பட்டிருக்கிறீர்கள் என்பதை இந்த நேரத்திலே கேட்டுக்கொண்டு, இந்த ஒத்துழைப்பை நல்கிய முதல்வரோடு இணைந்து பணியாற்றி கொண்டிருக்கின்ற ஆசிரியர் அனைவரையும் இந்த நேரத்திலே வாழ்த்தி, இதற்கு ஒத்துழைப்பு கொடுத்து கொண்டிருக்கின்ற மாணவர்களையும் மீண்டும் வாழ்த்தி விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Good morning, esteemed Chief Guest, Ms. Deepa Ma'am.
Mr. Velmurugan sir and Mr. Einstein sir. A very good morning to one and all. To my dear teachers, students and the parents gathered over here. So I'm honored to represent Space India and to be a part of this memory, the lab inauguration, Khagolshala. Anybody have idea about what is this Khagolshala meaning? The lab name is Khagolshala. Any idea what is this Khagolshala? Khagol means astronomy. You all know what is astronomy? Khagol means astronomy in Sanskrit. Shala means house. Khagolshala means what? Astronomy house. So you have astronomy house inbuilt in your school. So you should be proud of this. We have astronomy lab in our school, astronomy house in our school. Now, moving forward, today we embark a journey of discovery and exploration, gazing up the stars, unraveling the mysteries of the universe. So as sir mentioned, this is the first space lab in the South Indian territory. So it's a huge thing. Special thanks to Principal sir for making this possible. And I'm very proud to be here because this is something going to be in the history, because for the first time we have a space lab in South India. So special thanks again to Principal sir for making this possible. Now, moving forward, everywhere I go, I used to ask a riddle. So you all like riddles? It's an easy riddle. So whoever knows the answer, you can raise your hand and you can tell. I will take one riddle, then I will end my talk. Okay, the riddle is, I am the beginning of everything and I am the end of the universe. Who am I? I repeat the question. I am the beginning of everything and I am the end of an universe. Who am I? Anyone know the answer? You can tell. Even ma'am, if you know the answer also, you can tell. Anyone know the answer? You can tell. Please raise your hand and don't think bad if the answer is wrong, because when you make mistakes you will learn. So don't be ashamed of telling wrong answer. Whichever comes to your mind, start telling to it. It can be anything. Yes. No one? Yes. Sun, wrong. Yes. Big Bang, wrong. Space, wrong. Letter E, but eventually letter E is the correct answer. How? Because, please give a clap for ma'am. Why letter E is correct answer? Because, as I mentioned, I am the beginning of everything. What is the beginning letter of everything? E. What is the ending letter of one universe? E. So what is the correct answer? E. Not the housefly E, it is alphabet letter E. Yes. So I just gave a sample how critical thinking is important in current education system. Now, you must be thinking why we need to take astronomy lab. As sir and ma'am mentioned, they gave a very good motivational and inspirational speech. But I am going to give you an example how we will teach astronomy and space science to everyone. So, you all, I think class 11, 12 and 10th are over there. Can anyone tell me what is Newton's second law? Newton's second law. Don't come up with the answer for every action equal and opposite reaction. It's the third law. I'm asking second law. See, your physics ma'am is looking at you. Okay? Fine. So now I'm going to tell you an example, of which example you will never forget Newton's second law in your lifetime. Yes? We all know, you all like memes. You all like memes, right? There was one space meme. That meme was, one day Sir Isaac Newton was walking on a road. So there is two roads for the college he needs to go. So one road is a narrow road. Narrow road, you all know, small road. One road is a big road. But if he takes the big road, it will take around 2 hours to reach the college. But if he takes the narrow road, it will take only 20 minutes. Which route you all will take? 20 minutes one. But what happened is, unfortunately on that day, there is a cow blocking the path of narrow road. So if a cow blocks the path, what you guys will do? You will jump. You have that much height. We cannot jump, right? And Newton is an aged person. He cannot jump. Then, what we can do? He waited for some time, and I also have some strange ideas going below the cow. We cannot go below the cow. It will kick. So like this, he was thinking what to do for some time, then it gets late. So he saw a stick nearby, and it is not good to beat an animal, but at that time he don't know what to do. He took the stick and he applied some force on the cow. What he applied? Force. How the cow will shout? Ma. What is ma in letter M and A? He derived the second law. How? What is second law? Now tell me. F equal to? Will you forget now? No. But don't write this answer in your exam. Write the actual answer, F equal to MA. So this is how we will teach the students how everything happens. We will make sure you will not forget everything. Yes? And we encourage asking questions. So because when sir and ma'am are asking questions, you were little hesitant to tell the answer. Why? Why? Because you are lack of confidence. We are not sure about the answer. Even if the answer is wrong also, we should tell something, then only we can learn. Yes? So we have Mr. Sebin sir. So he will be placed in your school as an astronomy educator. You can reach out to him for any kind of question. Anything which is related to astronomy and space science, sir will be either at astronomy lab or he will be in any of the classes. You can ask him any kind of question. And I encourage stupid questions. As I mentioned before, stupid questions leads to great inventions. If there is no stupid question, why apple falls from tree to the down? If the question seems to be simple. But if that particular thought has not come up, we will never be able to learn things. So ask stupid questions and learn great things. Stupid questions leads to great innovation. Yes? So we have laid the foundation for all of you guys, and I already can see space scientist, astronaut among you guys. So I wish you all the best, and I would like to end with a quote which I made for the students. So the quote is, when we have the entire universe to learn and explore, why should we end up with things on earth alone? We have so many things on the complete universe. It's a wide vast. Why should we end up learning only with the things on earth? We should start learning about the entire universe. This was the quote which I wrote just 10 minutes back. But we should have the courage to learn and explore about the universe. Yes? And last, I would like to thank Principal Sir and Mr. Amir Sir and all the teachers who helped the Space India team for doing the Space Lab setup possible today. And I want to mention my teammate's name, Space India teammate's name. So we have Ms. Chandrika, who made this possible for talking with the principal, continuous follow-up, and made the Space Lab possible. And we have Ms. Priyadashni. So I can hear some claps, more claps for Priyadashni, because she was here for the total lunar eclipse which we conducted. So she made it more possible. And we have Mr. Manthan Gandhi, who came from Ludhiana, Punjab to here just to make the lab setup ready. We have Sebin sir and Gauri ma'am, who made this possible. So thank you to the space team, and wish you all the best, and thanks to again the school management to give the opportunity to set up the lab, and thanks to our Space India founder Mr. Sachin Bamam, Dr. Sachin Bamam, who had the visionary to make this astronomy and space science accessible for the entire students of India. Not only India, we are looking for students around the world. So thanks to Dr. Sachin Bama sir, and wish you all the best. Sky is the limit. Sorry, now I cannot tell sky is the limit. There is no limit for learning. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you everyone.
வருகை தந்த ரோட்டரி சங்கத்தை சார்ந்தவர்களையும் அன்போடு வரவேற்று கடந்த ஆண்டு 10வது வகுப்பு பொதுத் தேர்வில் நமது பள்ளியின் சார்பில் முதல் மதிப்பெண்ணை பெற்ற அருமைக்குரிய மாணவி ஜாடின் அவர்களையும் இந்த நேரத்திலே நான் வாழ்த்தி இந்த பொன்னாடை அணிவித்து இந்த நினைவு பரிசை வழங்குவதிலே நான் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன்.
very good afternoon to one and all. On behalf of Victoria School CBSE, it is indeed my privilege to propose the vote of thanks. A special note of thanks to our guests, Ms. Deepa and Mr. Vel Murugan, for gracing us with their presence and inspiring our young minds to dream beyond the skies. We also thank Mr. Yin Singh sir for his gracious presence and support. Our heartfelt welcome and thanks to our beloved principal, Mr. Jagannathan, for his visionary leadership, for his dedicated guidance in making this event a grand success. We extend a special appreciation to the space team members, Mr. Ranjit Kumar, Ms. Ravi Chandrika, and Ms. Priyadarshini for setting up this state-of-the-art space lab and for creating scientific curiosity in our students. A big thank you to our dear parents whose constant support and encouragement motivate our children to reach new heights, and to our dear students whose participation have made this event truly meaningful and vibrant. Once again, thank you for all being part of the historic milestone. Let us continue to explore, innovate, and reach to our stars. Thank you.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे